If you are a criminal, this video is for you because I'm going to be talking about 9 different types of evidence commonly used by the cops and by DAs to prosecute defendants. My name is Veronica. I'm a criminal defense attorney here in Los Angeles, and I help people who have been arrested put their criminal cases behind them so that they can enjoy their lives and their freedom. And again, this video is going to be about the 9, in no particular order, 9 different types of evidence that commonly are used by police and by DAs against criminal defendants. And look, this is a bit tongue-in-cheek when I say if you're a criminal, this is for you. But on the other hand, a DA once said to me, "We don't catch the smart ones," implying that my client was dumb. And, when you think about it, I'm not agreeing with him that my client was dumb, but when you think about it, for every arrest that the cops make, every person that they catch, how many crimes do you think are committed? I mean, I don't know if there are really any statistics on that or how we would find that, because probably one way to get caught would be saying, "Hello, I committed a crime, and yeah, I didn't get caught." But when you think about it, there are so many crimes that were committed that people never get caught for. And a lot of times when I see the evidence against some of these criminal defendants, sometimes my clients, sometimes not, I just think, oh my God, what were you thinking? Because it will be so obvious. They hand the case to the DA on a silver platter. And so this video is for that DA. The first way that criminal defendants often get caught, that makes me so sad, is they will basically confess on jail calls. Okay, so number 1 is jail calls. So many times the cops will arrest someone, but there may not be at that point enough evidence to actually convict them. Or they may arrest them for something minor when they suspect them of something major but don't have enough evidence. So the person's arrested, and right away, of course, they call their family. And at this point, usually the DA has not yet filed charges, but they'll say something. Maybe they won't directly make a confession, but they will make statements that are incriminating. "They really got me this time, Mom. I really fucked up. It's the same thing as last time. I know I should have gotten rid of that gun." I mean, that's just one example, but seriously, the jail calls mess people up all of the time. Number 2, gunpowder residue. I am shocked by the number of people running around Los Angeles with guns illegally who don't understand this. If you have a gun, you should understand what gunpowder residue is, how long it sticks around, and what it sticks to, and that it can be used as evidence against you. Number 3, evidence on your phone. If you are arrested, one of the things that the cops are going to do is they're going to take your phone, and depending on the case, especially if it's serious, they'll keep it for evidence. And maybe you're thinking, well, Veronica, I have a passcode on it. I'm not that stupid. No, they will get into your phone. It may take them a long time. I think that the period of time that they're looking at right now is maybe about 12 months at the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, but they will be able to get into your phone. So don't have evidence on your phone. And I'm not just saying, when I'm talking about evidence, I'm not saying like video of a crime taking place. I'm talking about incriminating things. It can be circumstantial, for example. Like maybe you took a photo nearby where the crime scene was, and somehow our phones know exactly where we were and it's going to be tagged. Okay, or maybe you looked up on Google Maps how to get to whatever ended up being the crime scene. That all is not good. That can be used against you, and absolutely they will use it against you, especially in serious cases. Number 4 is cell towers. So especially, they won't do this in every single case, but if there's an issue of identity and it is a serious case, so I'm talking about robbery, attempted murder, assault with a deadly weapon, cases like that, they are going to actually subpoena your cell phone provider, and they will have a cell phone tower expert figure out if they can track exactly where you were, or at least where your phone was. Number 5, confessions. Duh. But really, any kind of statements to the police. The thing is that any statement that you make it's not going to help you. once they're arresting you, you're not going to talk your way out of it. So any kind of statement, when you're arrested too, you don't have the police report in front of you, right? You don't know what they have. You don't know what other evidence they have. You don't know who else has made a statement so far. You really have no idea. So for you to make a statement just blind like that, even if you are completely brilliant, is dumb. It's not going to help you. It will only hurt you, and they will use it against you. Number 6, surveillance video. Okay, again, duh. Although I have had cases such as at 7-Eleven where someone's robbing a 7-Eleven with no ski mask, no disguise, nothing. I've had multiple cases where there was just flat, straight surveillance video showing exactly what the crime was and who committed it. But, many times I've also seen that the police and the DA's office will use surveillance video not from the crime scene, but from nearby against someone, especially in cases where identity is an issue, like who did it. If maybe you weren't seen at the scene of the crime, but you were 1 block away, maybe running away, and somebody's Ring doorbell caught you there. Or your car went past a gas station and the license plate was recorded. That can all be used against you. And there are surveillance cameras everywhere now. I mean, the amount of cases I've had involving Ring cameras is astounding. People don't think about it, but there are cameras everywhere. Number 7, apologizing, especially by text. If you did something that you committed a crime against someone and you feel the need to apologize, the damage is done. And this is something that, I guess well-meaning or remorseful people will do, but it can only be used against you. Number 8, and this is very close to number 7, is pretext phone calls. So what pretext phone calls are where you're already being investigated for a crime. So it has already been reported to the police. There's probably a detective assigned to it. And the detective with the alleged victim or someone on the alleged victim's side will call you. And the detective is sitting right there usually, helping this person figure out what to say to catch you and to get this confession over the phone. They'll make this phone call to you and talk to you about the crime and try to get a confession from you this way. So you just think that you're talking to someone that you know, but actually this is all being recorded completely legally and can be used against you. And the last one is witness statements. And this one may seem obvious too. In fact, to many people watching, probably all of this seems obvious. But people who see someone, eyewitnesses, or people who hear something nearby, that is evidence that can be used against you. And yes, of course, a good attorney, any attorney, can attack the credibility of that witness, but especially when there are multiple people who have no incentive to lie and they're all saying, yeah, it was him, or yeah, it was her. And, they're shown 6 different pictures, one including the defendant, and all of them point the defendant out. That can be used against you. So even if there were no cameras in the area that actually captured you, if nothing else, if there were people around, which usually there are when crimes are committed, that alone could be used against you. Anyway, I hope that this video was informative. I mean, these are not the only 9 pieces of evidence that they use, but these are the ones that I think just make me cringe a little and that make me wish that people were better educated. I mean, obviously the best thing to do would be to not commit a crime, comment section, but it's important that everybody knows this and understands this, I think. Anyway, I hope that this helped. If you do have a criminal case in Los Angeles, feel free to book a consultation with me down below, or you can also give me a call. My number is down below.